Welcome to JUSTUJU by Soul Orbit. Vineet, why people are not fair to me?
You ask those people.
So this is not a question through mail or any letter, but this is a question that so many people keep on asking me, that why is he not fair to me, or is why is she not fair to me? So what is the answer to it?
So this is one of the sanities, like why people are not fair. How do we elaborate of what is the definition of being fair? So being fair in my domain can be different from your domain.
Yeah, maybe something like मैं इतना कुछ कर रही हूँ उसके लिए, and उसने बस मेरा मजाक उड़ा के आगे चला
Exactly.
गया, या something like that.
So my domain and your domain is different, isn't it?
Mhm.
And if I elaborate it in further way, that my conditioning and your conditioning is different.
Mm.
My circle of tolerance and your circle of tolerance is different.
Mm.
My right, my wrong, my good,
Mm.
my bad is different from yours,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yes.
So, what is the definition of being fair? So, where I am operating from, that the people are not being fair, is from my space.
True.
From their space, if you'll ask the other person, if you go, he or she, you will ask, you're not being fair to me. Say, where did I go wrong? I was always being fair. In fact, I thought that you are not being fair to me. Right? So, this is one of the insanities, and there's no definition to it. Like people say that truth is universal.
So this generally happens when things are falling apart, maybe in businesses, friendships, love affairs. So तब generally हम लोग ये blame game करते हैं, the other person is not, he's not been fair to me. हमेशा हमें ये लगता है कि हमारे साथ गलत हुआ, उसने मेरे साथ गलत किया, मैं तो ठीक ही कर रहा था.
एग्जैक्टली सो हम कहीं ना कहीं कोई भी रिलेशनशिप हो, कोई भी इंसिडेंट हो, उसको अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से व्यू करते हैं बेसिकली. और जब हम उसको अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से व्यू करते हैं तो हम दूसरे के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू को, दूसरे की सिचुएशन को कहीं ना कहीं समझ नहीं पाते हैं.
उनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग को भी.
Of course,
We
unki
all have
understanding
different
is
levels
also
of
one of the,
understanding,
this thing that what are the other person is going through actually. There are certain, situation in life, like we were just talking and we were just mentioning in the car that we both have kids, So my son had certain, he's grown up now. He's 20. Your son, I believe, is 21. So they also have their own life. Now they've grown up now, and they, whatever we made them and whatever the best of the capabilities we have given our values to them, and now they have their life of their own. They have their own opinion. They have their own understanding, and they're living their own free life, and they have their own challenges of life. And somewhat they come somewhere, in certain way, we want them to be in the similar manner how they were 15 years back to us, when they used to come running for anything. They will not, because now they've grown up, they've become independent, they have their own challenges going on, and they don't want, sometimes they don't want their parents to know about them. And in fact, it is not about that they're hiding something out of it. It's because of the love and the care they don't want, because they also observe their parents, that they have their own set of challenges being in the outer reality. They're facing their own challenges, they're overcoming, and I don't want to give them when I can capable enough to handle it on my own. And we don't respect their space, and somewhere we try to enter that space and then say that he's not been fair to me. I have done so much for him. I have, raised him. I've given this thing. You don't know how much I have to save to make you what you are today.
So basically, it's also our expectations that the other person will be behaving according to what we think.
Exactly. The thing is that you are fair in my domain if you behave the way I want you to behave. Will that ever happen?
Never.
No, it will never happen. So if it will now not happen, so who's stupid then? Who's an idiot?
So it's more like, live and let live. You have your own standards of judgment and expectations. Keep it to yourself. Yes. And at the same time, the other person will also have his opinion, his set of judgment,
Exactly.
and he should be allowed to behave accordingly.
Right. And there is no definition of being fair. There's no definition that the truth is universal. In my domain, in your domain, things will be different. We have our own conditioning. इंडिया के अंदर तो हर 50 किलोमीटर के बाद भाषा बदल जाती है तो उनकी बीइंग भी बदल जाती है, उनकी सोचने का नज़रिया भी बदल जाता है, उनका खान पान सब कुछ बदल जाता है, राइट? सो वी हैव टू start to learn to respect other person's space. We don't do that because somewhere we are being too general, too full with ourselves. So much full with ourselves that we sometimes go overboard to an extent that we want to control the other person. And that's why that anger, that fights happen, because we are trying to control. So you can't expect what is fair in my domain will remain in my domain, and what's fair in your domain will remain in your domain. And I have to respect that. And if I'll challenge it, if I challenge it and if I argue on it, there is no end to it.
I'll always be a victim.
Exactly.
So what we understand is that we need to give space to the other person's judgment, sense of judgment and understanding. At the same time, we need to respect ours, and the need to let go of this very expectation or the expectation of behavior of the other person.
I would say that
are the judgment.
Yes. So it's all about respecting the other soul for the way he is or she is in this reality.
At the same time, respect yourself as well.
Of course. So that is from where all it starts.
To be fair, yeah.
Again, we come down to.
I need to be fair with myself.
So that is what exactly where it starts from. So I totally endorse that. So it will, when you will be sorted here, things will be sorted around you. That's what soul orbit is all about.
Yeah.
And as your soul is sorted, your orbit around is in the same way.
So live and let live. That's the motto. And stop judging and be fair to yourself first. So that's the end of this episode. Looking forward to the next one.
Thank you.